Hello, so today we are working on this cute little carousel that I got from Shein. And I have an idea of something that I want to try. So I have to do this in parts and layers, so this could be a complete fail. So I'm gonna add some of this fake snow stuff. I had this at Walmart and I don't think it's quite as good as what I had. I think I need to get something better when I have a chance. I don't know if I got this at Walmart or Dollar Tree actually. Probably enough. There's not really much resin in there, and I'm just using this Tea Expert resin right now. And we're going to add some Walmart glitter. I want this thing to really sparkle. I plan on, the idea is to put some lights in here. But I do want to do some placing of the lights. I don't want it to just be like shoved in. So yes, I am complicating things and I don't know why. I have some of these pipettes and I'm going to use one. Possibly might need to cut the hole down a little bit in here. Yeah, that would have helped. Nice, like it. I'm just cut the hole a little bit bigger so I can actually pull up some of this glitter chunks. So I put a straw in here and put some UV resin, just kind of sticking it down. It was like cured down, but it popped loose and I didn't feel like fiddling with that anymore, so I'm just gonna see if this works. I can always use some sticky tack to hold down the straw if I need to. If the straw doesn't work, I can always drill the hole out. I would just rather not have to do that. And the straw is trying to create a hole for the wiring, for the wires, and the lights technically. It's all kind of connected. Oh, there it goes. I was afraid of that. So I'm going to prop this up against something to hold it. So you won't see that part anymore. But just know I'm trying to make my idea work. That can go in there because that's trash. Now I'm going to try to fill this up without going over these little nubs right here. This one's fine. It's not getting lights on it, so. Alright. That's pretty successful. A little uneven. I don't know why my leveling thing is not working. I don't know, I should probably look it up and make sure I'm doing it right before I complain about it, right? Alright, so sorry I should have had this out, but I didn't. So I'm going to take in, these are little fairy lights. And I'm going to take and unwrap them. And so I want to put these in here, but I want to do it complicated because I think it'll look better if I make it complicated on myself. But so the idea is I want this to go through some on the base and then go up through the centerpiece that would go in here like this. I want it to go up through here and then into the top part as well. That's why I wanted the hole, and that's why I wanted to stop here, is because each of these little holes that a pony would go into, I want to put a light, and then I want to put another light probably in the middle. I don't know. So the idea would be to start with, you know, one of these and adhere it down on here, but I need it to go the other way so the light shines up towards the pony. So it would go like that. So I'm going to take some UV resin and I'm just going to put a little dollop down. And then I'm going to stick my light in there. And then I have my UV light over here. Well, I had it over here, but I keep knocking stuff over. Alright, so now I have my light, and I will carry that down. Hopefully I didn't just shine that all over in your face. So let that cure for a minute. I think it's pretty good. Set that to the side. And then I just want to make, oh, that's a bubble. And make sure it's down really good. So I'm going to add a little bit more. And bring this back and cure it again. So I'm not going to make you watch all of this, but I do want to show you what I do from here on out. So I'm going to hold this wire and try to push this wire out of the way, pretty much. So I do really want to bunch that up together. So I want one right here, but I kind of want one right here as well. So I think I will take and pull this off to the side for now. And do that one right about in the middle. Won't be perfect, but I'm making sure the light part is facing up. Go ahead and glue, you know, put enough UV resin there to really hold it down. Now I'm making sure the UV resin doesn't go to the edges of the mold because I don't want it to be visible. I'm hoping the glitter and stuff will hide the wiring good enough, while still letting the light shine through. That's the idea. Okay, so I think that's down enough. And I'm pretty much, you know, yeah, that's down. So all of this wire I can now just carefully, because I don't want it to break, push it out of the way. I want it pretty flat so it doesn't stick up too much. And you can always come in, like, oh, that's kind of going up. You can always come in and just kind of like tack it down a little bit with some UV resin to make sure it doesn't move later. You know, cure it down. So I'm going to work my way around and I will be back. Alright, so I mixed up some resin. It's about 3.5 ounces, somewhere around there. So I took and I UV resined the straw with the wire in it to the little middle spot. I did all my lights, and then this is one of these pieces that had the wire had broke, so I just took it and I put it in some of the little thumb protector things, and I'm going to try to prop it in there because I would like to have a spot where I can stick this and still be able to get to the on and off, but still also be able to replace the batteries, but have it, you know, pushed in, inserted into here, out of the way and not looking tacky, basically. So I've got my resin here. I've got some more of these flakies that I used. I had the same glitter I used yesterday, or I used before. And now I'm just going to mix that in. So, yep, same thing I did yesterday, and now I'm just going to pour a good amount in here. Watch where it kind of flows to. Now it's starting to seep in over here, just a little bit, real slow. I want that kind of do its thing for a moment. So I was just getting some of these little tiny things. That actually looks pretty full. So it doesn't take a lot for these little, oop, that was probably too much. For these little pony things. So let's see where my purple go. Just kind of put a tiny amount on here, not even a full drop. Let's see, is that purple enough? one's pretty light. I think I need just a dab more. Whoops. And take a little bit of that off. There we go. That feels like a much better purple than I had. I might actually redo the pink. It's not quite so neon. Let's see, blue. Let's do blue. Check that up real quick. So this is Tim Holtz one. Before it was Pinata Passion Purple. This is my favorite blue though. Whoa. Oh, I'm sure the I'm going to use Citrus by Tim Holtz. My Pinata one is more blue. Strangely. I forgot to put resin in here. Might look a little yellow. We'll see. Yeah, it looks kind of yellow. Okay. So, add some more resin into here. And let's see, do I have a different green? No, I do not. So, I'm going to dab some blue on here. And dab some more of that yellowish green. Well, yellow. And hopefully it'll be green. That looks green. It's hard to tell because it's in a blue container. Oh yeah, that looks green. Whoops. Alright, and then one more, and it will be pink. I'm going to redo the pink so it matches these ones better. I think that neon just looked a little strange with these for my pink. So, I used the magenta yesterday for my pink. And I'm going to go with my watermelon and see how that does. Hopefully better. And if it looks kind of red, that's fine. It might be kind of red. Move this closer. There we go. Alright, so now I just gotta wait for all of this stuff to cure. I will be back when it's ready to go on to the next step. Alright, so all of this part is cured. So, I don't know if I told you, but I took this out of the spare one that was messed up out of the silicone so I could see if this fit in there right, and it fits really nice. So, happy with that. This is just a straw that'll pop out. So I'm going to demold this part. Now to pop that straw out because we don't need it there now. And then this wire needs to go through this direction. And be careful so you don't kink your wire up too much. You don't want it to snap on you. So, there we go, got that through there. Now to take it through this part. I don't know why that don't fit in there. Let's see if it fits better the other way. Yeah, it does. It it's because this has like the unfinished edging from the mold. Tuck that in there. So, as soon as I have that fit through there, I'm going to put resin in here. Probably when I do the next layer of here, go ahead and unmold the little ponies because I want to resin them in too. So there's the purple. Sorry about that. The blue one. Yellow. Red, pinkish. I don't know. It's the color. And the green one, and these will just slot right into here. They actually fit pretty tight. So that's the little ponies in there. And so that's what they look like lit up so far. So now I'm going to put that aside as well. Resin, UV resin, some lights into here. Take my UV resin. Oh, my lid's sticky. Just a little drop for now. And this is the light that is going in here. I don't want the wire to show too much. So I'm going to like that. And then try to, if I can stop wiggling. There you go. And because I want to make sure it doesn't move when I pour resin in there, I'm going to go over it with another dollop and just cure that down. Alright, I will be back with some mixed resin. Alright, so I already added a drop of resin underneath there. I'm just adding one drop to each of these little holes. I don't want too much in there. Just enough to hold it together. Ooh, that was close. And that one little drop should be plenty for curing these in. So now I will let that cure just like that. Pretty good. I'm just going to pour this in here. So I was not trying to fill it all the way. I want a line here. because I want to UV resin my lights down, the rest of the lights down. Alright, so we are back with this. I went ahead and pushed the wires into the resin because I was impatient. I just pushed them down into the resin with my tweezers while it was curing, when it was almost cured. That's why it looks a little funky. And then I just pushed all the wires down. So I have some resin over here mixed up. I'm just going to add in my flakes. Oops. And my glitter from Walmart. Give this a little mix. So I did mean to go a little bit deeper than that. So I have some more resin over here. Mixing again. There we go, that's much better. So I'm done with that. I will clean off my stick though. And if I can try, I'm going to try to find my little piece that this came out of. I have no idea what I did with it, and stick it down in there to create a tiny indentation to make it easier to put it together and glue it together with the resin. So I'll be back for demolding. Alright, so off camera I glued in that round part, and then I added a tiny bit of resin to secure this in. For some reason it did go a little bit cockeyed, but now it is time to unmold this top. I've seen videos and everybody seems to lose this little ball up here, so I'm going to try really hard to be careful on that. But if it comes off, it's kind of, sadly, it's a little expected. So most people do all of this and then glue it together, but I wanted it to be like extremely secure. And I wanted the lights to go all the way throughout it. trying really hard to not ink up on it. Don't want to lose my little ball at the top. Oh my goodness, mine stayed on. That is so awesome. So I mean, there's going to be some trimming to do. I had a little bit of like overage and whatnot. From trying to, it was really hard to try to get the resin in here without like getting it all over the little horses, the little ponies. So let's turn her on. Oh, look at that. So let me, oh, look how pretty that is. And I still have like my main overhead light on. I lost my remote to it. Because it's weird, it takes a remote. I mean, there's a switch, but that's too far away. But I think that turned out so cute. Now I still want to add like some rhinestones and I don't know, some other decorations, but whenever I get that done, I will probably post the pictures on Instagram. So if you're not following me there, I recommend you go follow me there. I might do a short after when I decorate it all up to show the final image. But what I like here is, so this, you can pop it out. You can turn it off and on, and you can replace the batteries. And then you can secure it in here. And look, there's no like wires, there's no weird piece hanging off the side. And you don't even have to pull it out, turn the light on and off. You just stick your finger in there. So, and the lights go all the way through. You can see there's one in the pole right here. There's one in each of these little spots here, and one up at the top. And then down here, there's one each under each little pony. And then there's one in between each pony. I really like how that came out with the lights all purposely placed. Let me know down below, do you think it looks better with the lights actually like purposely placed somewhere and going through the whole piece and not just like in the base? Or yeah, I mean, I don't know why anybody put it up here. The wire would be hanging all weird. And what do you think about the way I did this? Do you think that's do you like that idea of not having to have the cord, you know, like that? I don't like the idea of having to try to hide that to display a piece. I'll put it in there, right? It bothers me. I don't know why. It could just be that I'm weird, but let me know what you think of all of that down below, and how do you think this turned out so far? I think it's beautiful. It might be a little bit cockeyed, but it's handmade. It's not meant to be perfect, so try to remind myself that. So, thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. If you like videos like this, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And let me know down below what you think. I'm really curious on, you know, a lot of things. Do you like the way I did the lights? Do you like the way I did the switch piece? I'm very curious on if, does everybody think that was a waste of time? I mean, this did take me like, let's see, 1, 2, I did that with the bottom layer here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pours, 7 pours. There's like 6 or 7 different pours, and several times UV resining the lights in there. Do you think that was a waste of time, or do you think that the effect makes it worth it? To me, it seems like I like the way it looks. I like not having this piece, you know, this hanging out. Like, to me, that drives me nuts. And it's actually the only reason I haven't done a lot with lights, is because the idea of, you know, my piece always being like that bugs me. I'm weird, I know. So, thank you so much. Bye.